role model for all of you who has reached great heights in the largest IT company, that is TCS, and who got the very strong foundation at the early age. So the chief guest of the day, Sri Chakravarti, the global head at TCS, and principals, the HODs and faculty members, my dear students. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And happy Freshers' Day. It has got lot of significance. Freshers' Day got lot of significance. Of course, you enjoy with some fun like dances, this, that, music and all that. But the very Freshers' Day has lot of significance. That is inviting the freshers in not only to the institute, to the culture of the institution. That is the very significance. So every institution has its own culture, good, bad or ugly, whatever it may be. So, but here the institution is maintaining a great culture from the last 40 years. All of you are invited into this culture through this event. So what is it you have to do it? So what the seniors, not only inviting them, you have to support them, help them wherever it is required. I mean seniors, especially all the final year students, most of them more than 60% are already placed. I am sure another 20-30% would be placed in next 2-3 months. So what are the various phases and various phases of development they undergone, and it should be transferred to the juniors. It is not only that, and the other cultural part of the institution also need to be changed. For the first year students, what I am requesting you is, so of course your syllabus, curriculum, training program, all these things would be there. I don't want to touch upon that. Chakravarti is going to make you give you a very clear roadmap for you to do. But the most important thing is you have to maintain all the energies all through, enthusiasm and also happiness. It is achieving some placement or getting some job is something, but how you are doing it in the next 4 years. So as girl students, all through your parents are restricting you not to walk straight. కదా మీరు నిలబడి నడుస్తారంటే నడవనీరు, వంగి నడవాలి, తలంచుకొని నడవాలి కదా, అట్లా నేర్పుతారు కదా. ఐఎమ్ టోటల్లీ అగెన్స్ట్ that you walk straight and be straight and do straight things. That is the first thing. Though you have a lot of energy inside, people who doesn't want to exhibit your energy. Exhibit your energy all through. Yes, you are energetic. You can fight with anything, any challenge. And yes, this is the capacity. You have to prove yourselves. So, adigi bodigi undali ani antaru. I don't. These days, definitely it is not correct. You should be as strong as anybody else. Not only the neighbors, anybody else in the world. Nothing, no way less than anybody. So that energy and enthusiasm, you keep on floating on the campus. That is what is required. So energy ante meeku teliyaka సినిమాల్లో చూసి లేకపోతే ఇంతకుముందు కాలేజీలాగా you can exhibit it in a different way. మీరు మీ ఎనర్జీ మేము వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఎగ్జిబిట్ వ్యాధి గరుస్తున్నారు. Okay, that is also exhibition of energy. That is exhibited in the movies, by theaters, fine. But as educated people, you can do this in a different way by giving great claps, by standing to the guests. That is also exhibiting energy. అంటే మీ తప్పు కాదు అది, మీకు తెలియక చేస్తామని ఉంటారు. You have to expect your energy in a very polished way, in a very decent way. Energy should be exhibited. మీ అమ్మ నాన్నలాగా నువ్వు ఒదిగుండు అదిగుండు అది ఇది తలంచుకొని ఉండు లేకపోతే తలెత్తుకోకూడదు అట్లా నేను అంటలేదు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు హెల్డ్ యువర్ హై ఐ మీన్ హెడ్ హై యాజ్ రవీంద్రనాథ్ ఠాగూర్ సెడ్. యూ హ్యావ్ నాట్ డన్ ఎనీ రాంగ్ థింగ్. వై మీరు కింద తలంచుకొని ఎందుకు ఉండాలి? యువర్ హెడ్ షుడ్ హెల్డ్ హై and you should be energetic. You should be enthusiastic. You should also be happy all through. That is what you have to make it next 4 years. Apart from your studies, training, this, that and all that, that is okay, that's fine. But how your lifestyle should be. Then the second thing is, you should be good to others. You should have a habit of sharing. Sharing the knowledge, sharing your food, sharing your, sometimes if we are rich enough, sharing some finances when somebody is not able to do it. So this sharing habit, giving habit, you have to have. You have to develop. So far, మీకందరికీ మీ తల్లిదండ్రులు టీచర్లు నేర్పింది నీ అంతటి నువ్వు చదువు, నీ అంతటి నువ్వు భోజనం చేయి, నీ అంతటి నువ్వే ఉండు, ఎవరితో ఏం మాట్లాడబాకు, ఎవరితో ఏం షేర్ చేయబాకు. యూ కాంట్ షేర్ ద హ్యాపీనెస్ ఆర్ యూ కాంట్ షేర్ ద సాడ్నెస్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు షేర్ బోత్. ఎస్, నాలెడ్జ్ ఆల్వేస్ గ్రోస్ బై షేరింగ్, not by simply digesting. Not only digesting of the knowledge, you have to share that knowledge to others. Then it will be improved, it will be reinforced. కావాలంటే మీరు చూడండి, మీరు చాలా డిఫికల్ట్ చాప్టర్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏదో చదివారు, అర్థమైంది, కానీ అది ఎన్నాళ్ళు గుర్తుంటుందంటే ఒక 5-6 days గుర్తుంటుంది. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ షేర్ ద సేమ్ థింగ్ ఫర్ 2-3 people, ఇట్ వుడ్ బి రిమెంబర్డ్ ఫర్ ఎవర్, లైఫ్ టైం. ఎస్, మీరు కావాలంటే యూ కెన్ డూ ద ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్. సమ్ డిఫికల్ట్ you have taken, mastered it, fine. But that won't last more than 5-6 days. If you explain the same concept for 2-3 people, it would be there in your mind for a lifetime. That is how sharing of the knowledge or sharing of anything reinforces your happiness, reinforces your knowledge. దట్ ఈస్ ద సెకండ్ థింగ్. అప్పుడు నాకు అదే కదా నేర్చుకున్నారు, మీరు ఇంటికి నుంచి వచ్చేటప్పుడు నీ క్యారేజీ వేస్ట్ అయితే బయటపడేది, కానీ పక్కన పట్టుకోకు, అదే కదా చెప్పారు. నువ్వు నీదే తిను, నువ్వే చదువు, నీ పుస్తకం నీదే, వేరే వాళ్ళకి ఇవ్వబాకు. ఎస్, దిస్ ఇస్ టాట్, యు ఆర్ టాట్, బట్ దట్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్లీ నాట్ కరెక్ట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు గ్రో విత్ ద షేరింగ్. ఎస్. And the third aspect, how we have to grow for the next 4 years is, it is truthfulness. Yes, you should be truth to yourselves. You should, yes, you should ask every time when you are doing something, whether it is good to me or not, it is good to others or not. You have to ask yourselves. You have to truthful to yourselves and also to the others. And also to the system. Yes. సో నాకేంటి మిగతా వాళ్ళకి ఇట్లయితే, నాకేంటి సమాజానికి ఇట్లయితే, నాకేంటి వేరే వాళ్ళకి బాధ కలిగితే. సో ఎస్, ఇట్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి లైక్ దట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆస్క్, యు నో వాట్ ఈస్ రైట్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆస్క్ యువర్ సెల్స్ వెదర్ ట్రూత్ఫుల్లీ and whether it is good or bad. You know the answer. And next part is all through, yes, you are taught all through at home and in the schools also. You are taught and you are you are given lots of example and illustrations. Always talk something about what normally conversation happens is they are thinking something bad of the others. And when you are roommates are sitting together and talking, what is it most of the times you are talking? You are talking bad about the next room, right? You are talking bad of the teachers. You are talking bad of the other people. That is also, that is the very, very, damaging for you. Every human being, you, me, or anybody, has their own strength and weakness. Our ability is to see the strength of the other human being, not the weakness of the other. Every, otherwise we will become gods. Yes, human being means he has, necessarily has the strength and weakness. We must be able to see the strength of the other human being. And the basic part of the life is, as I told you, if you talk good, one word good about others, 10 people will talk good about you. మీరు ఒక్క ముద్ద ఎవరికన్నా ఇస్తే 10 మంది రేపు 10 ముద్దలు పెడతారు. మీరు ఒక్కళ్ళ గురించి మంచిగా మాట్లాడి 10 మంది మిమ్మల్ని గురించి మంచిగా. దట్ ఈస్ ద బేసిక్ బాటమ్ లైన్ ఆఫ్ ద లైఫ్. If you all through you are habituated to talk bad things of the others, of your friends, bad things of the teachers, bad things of your parents, ultimately everybody is over. Bad thing of yourselves. Was this not yes. కొన్నాళ్ళకి అందరూ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మిమ్మల్ని మీరే తిట్టుకుంటారు. ఇట్ లీడ్స్ టు డిప్రెషన్. అందరూ అయిపోయారు కదా తిట్టడం. సో ఎవరిని తిట్టుకోవాలి, మనమే తిట్టుకుంటా. ఇట్ లీడ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్మాట్ ఆఫ్ అనదర్ ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ డిప్రెషన్. నార్మల్లీ ఎనీ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ షుడ్ లవ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ ఆర్ హర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఎంత మనకందరికీ అందవిహీనంగా ఉండొచ్చు, మనకందరికీ పొట్టిగా ఉండొచ్చు, మనందరికీ చాలా విపరీతమైన పొడవు ఉండొచ్చు, యాక్సెప్టబుల్ కాకపోవచ్చు. బట్ ఫర్ హర్ సెల్ఫ్, ఫర్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్, హీ లవ్స్ himself or he loves herself. That is the human temper. When you start hating yourselves, yes, that is the form of depression. It is not a normal form. It is an abnormal form. So it should start with others, start loving the others, start appreciating the others, start looking the good things of the others and the systems and the parents, faculty, everybody. Then you will grow in a beautiful form. Beautiful form. చూస్తే 10 మందిలో 9 మందికి ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుంది. They always talk bad things of somebody. If he is really bad, then okay. But always talk bad things of others. So naturally weaknesses are there. So this is the other part. And the last part, what you have to develop is, for the future, it is not the technology that matters, it is not your programming that matters, it may matter for your placement. But for your happiness and for the society's happiness, it is the most important thing is your ethical values. How good you are. Yes. How ethical, as I told you, truthful you are. So that matters in a big way. How faithful to yourselves, to the organization, to the society, and how grateful to your parents, how grateful to your faculty, how grateful to the people who have helped you. That makes a lot of sense. Ethical values would be the future, and I am sure that would be the most important part of your assessment for placements also in the future. ఎందుకని సార్ అంత ఇంతకుముందు మన ఇవన్నీ ధర్మము ఇవన్నీ ఎప్పుడో చెప్పారు, కానీ మళ్ళీ అగైన్ దే కమ్ టు ద ఫీల్డ్, కమ్ ఫర్ ద డిస్కషన్. వై? Once the technology is improving in a very rapid way, all of you are aware that Pegasus scam is there. Everybody can be seen. And the technology is such, though your phone is in the off position on the table, you can be locked. When your phone is locked, your bathroom is seen, your bedroom is seen, the whole thing is seen. What stops? Yes. What stops? It is the value system that stops. It is the ultimately your value system that stops. Your ethics that stops. In the technical way also, one company is doing a great research. So far it is confidential till they get the returns. However, yes, if somebody is not ethical, he has no confidentiality of it. So I think by the next 3-4 years, the companies are going to test you on ethical values. That is already there in highest exam of this country in civil services. There is a special paper on ethical values, on ethics. So that is there. Even in the that system is very important. Value system is very important and proved to be very important in the regular society also. I know many people, they have struggled hard for the whole life, day in and day out. 24-hour, 7/24, they worked hard, they put all their sweat and they have done everything. They made a lot of money. They improved in one generation they have improved their, they built big empires of construction company, IT company, yes, hospital and all that. But by the second generation, in the next 30 years, those things are totally unrecognized, fallen. What has happened? అవును వాళ్ళు ఒక జనరేషన్లో నేను 40 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి కష్టపడ్డారు అట్లా అయింది అదంతా అయింది అని చెప్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్కి లేవు ఆ కంపెనీలు. దే ఆర్ ఇన్ అ వెరీ బ్యాడ్ షేప్. ఏం మిస్ అయ్యారు వాళ్ళు? సో వాళ్ళు అంత బాగా చేశారు, బ్రహ్మాండం బిజినెస్ చేశారు, అంతా చేశారు, పిల్లలకు కావాల్సిందంతా ఇచ్చారు, చాలా ఇచ్చారు, చాలా. ఒకటి మాత్రం ఇవ్వాల, దే హావ్ నాట్ గివెన్ ద వాల్యూ సిస్టమ్ టు ద చిల్డ్రన్. దే హావ్ గివెన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్, they have admitted good schools, in good schools, they have done everything, they have given cars, bungalows, this, that and all that. But they have not given the value system, so their whole effort has gone to dogs. Yes. How to treat the others, how to respect the others, how to treat the elders, how to treat the teachers, how to treat the society at large. They have not given that value system. So the whole thing gone, not 1, 2, 3 people, more than 100 people who built the empires in different areas, gone bad in one generation. So that is going to play a very important role. So I wish yes, try to grow with these things. One basic thing is maintain enthusiasm, energy all through. Never go down. That is the basic thing. మీరు అమ్మాయిలైనా సరే బాగా ఎనర్జెటిక్గా ఉండదు. మీరు నడుస్తుంటే నాకేమో ఆనందంగా అనిపించదు, మీకు బాగా పరిగెత్తుంటే ఆనందంగా అనిపిస్తుంది. చక్రవర్తి వాళ్ళు ఉన్నప్పుడు అంతే, ఎవరైనా నడుస్తుంటే డైనింగ్ హాల్ నుంచి క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఒప్పుకునేవాడు కాదు, పరిగెత్తాలన్నమాట. ఎప్పుడు పరిగెత్తా ఉండాలి. మీరు లేకదోడలాగా ఆ ఎనర్జీ, ఆ ఎంతూసియాజం ఉండాలి. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ హ్యాపీనెస్. బీ పాజిటివ్ ఆఫ్ అదర్స్ అండ్ ఆల్వేస్ maintain the confidence and also maintain the ethical values. That makes you, it changes you everything. And try to share with others whatever the knowledge or anything. That gives a lot of change in your lifestyle. The way you think, the way you do things, the way you grow, everything gets changes. So I hope and wish that you develop all these things. In the next 4 years, you will become wonderful human beings in the next 4 years, apart from technocrats. Thank you.
Account of our eminent chief guest, Mr. E. Srinivasa Chakravarti, sir, Vice President and Global RMG of Head Tata Consultancy and Services. Mr. Chakravarti has master's degree in computers from PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. and bachelor's degree in electronics and communication from Andhra University, Andhra Pradesh. He did his schooling from Vignan and a proud alumni of Vignan. In his current role, he is primarily responsible for global staffing and mobility. Mr. E.S. Chakravarti has been honored with Chanakya Award for the year 2013 for Business Excellence in HR by Public Relations Council of India for his outstanding contribution to profession, industry and society. He has been honored as a member on National Social Security Board under the chairmanship of Honorable Minister of Labour and Employment under the section representing eminent persons from civil society and as a council member of State Skill Development Corporation of Andhra Pradesh.
Jai Shri Gurudev. My sincere pranams to the best legendary teacher who made us what we are today. He's sitting on the dais. The best way I can reciprocate to him is to sincerely extend my pranams to him. After I go any further, let me share it with you a couple of days back what happened in my life. I belong to TCS Bangalore. I stay out of Bangalore. Just like sir, we have one more Swamiji who is the chief pontiff of BGS group of institutions. He's a pontiff. He's a student from IIT Madras and he took the path of spirituality and over a period of time he became the chief pontiff of one of the most famous mutts in the state of Karnataka. So a couple of weeks back, I was chatting with him as I was the academic advisor to the BGS group of institutions, and we started putting together a plan for Women University in Karnataka. And when we are talking about some of the examples available around us, normally what we would like to do when we want to do something new in the life, we look at role models. The way we looked at him as a role model when we are doing our education. So I started gathering a lot of information in the world, lot of self-study, self-assessment. And I got to know in 1916, you can't believe this, the first women university, all women university, was funded in 1916, and the name of the university is SNDT. A Maharshi by name Keshav started the first women university in India in 1916, and in 1920-21, you can't believe how many women came out of that university. Just 5 people. Can you believe it? A person had a vision to nurture the talent of this country, especially women's talent, in 1916 and invested 5 years in the university with only 4 students. After this inspiring personality, he is the most inspiring personality in the field of academia, and my sincere pranams, because when I saw a lot of women here, I thought I would love to refer to that, what I gone through 4-6 weeks back, knowing about this university, how they started. Today they have 33 plus streams, and thousands of women are clearing their bachelor's, master's and PhDs and coming out of this university. I just wanted to refer to it before I go further. The second thing that I would like to refer to, I don't know how many of you people read books. I know you go through all digital books, you go through all mathematics books, you go through all the curriculum books given in the library and off the library. I'm talking about general books. Sometimes 1 or 2 lines coming out from people is their life experience. It's very easy to create 2-3 lines of a quote or a saying, but the hard work behind it is a lifelong story. Please go to Google and type for the quotes of Visvesvaraya sir. You don't get any quotes. Absolutely not much of quotes. On the best engineer that this world has seen. Right? We don't get too many quotes. But one or two lines what you refer to, it's a combination of the entire life that he has gone through. So let me take the inspiration of taking a quote from the literature and giving it to you. As a woman, you don't play on your masculine strength to become a powerful woman. Those sir spoke about energy, enthusiasm, running around, jogging around in the campus and looking high and walking, etc., etc. You don't need to show that masculine power to be a strong woman. You can't believe it. That quote was written hundreds and hundreds and 100 years back. And that is exactly happened in the industry that we have gone through. If you look at the industry revolutions, first we went through agricultural revolution. Then we went through manufacturing revolution. Both agriculture and manufacturing revolution, women never played a very important role because those days the masculine power used to be the seller. The masculine power used to be the key differentiator to go and contribute in the agricultural fields and the manufacturing fields. And women never got their due respect and importance because people used to play with their masculine, power. But the next we got industrial revolution. And later we got digital revolution. So once this world started seeing digital revolution, the best masculine power is not here, it is here. And that is the reason women are taking the highest importance in this country, because you are the future of the talent and you are the future of the industry because of the power that you bring through your degrees and learning, and be proud of it. So with these few inputs, once the legendary teacher says, and that becomes the order of the day. So let me take the inspiration from what sir mentioned and try to share my ideas with all of you. The first thing what he spoke very nicely is joy of learning. He said enthusiasm, energy, etc., etc. All of that I'll bucket into one simple capsule and say joy of learning. The next 4 years plus 2 years of higher education or 3 years of higher education, whatever the education stream you go through, the joy of learning must be the sole importance of every day that you go through in education. The joy of learning. So happiness of learning. The inner beauty of learning is what we call it as joy of learning. And I'll give you a couple of things how to get the joy of learning. Number one, understand the purpose of the education that you are going through. As engineering students, what is the purpose of my education? And I also know that we have BSc grade students here. So when they join, first thing that we need to understand to really get the joy of education, what is the purpose of engineering education? What is the purpose of science education? What is the purpose of commerce education? And what is the purpose of computers education? And what is the purpose of arts education? In next couple of days, invest a lot of your time, both in the library and the digital ways of referring to literature, to understand what is the purpose of engineering education. The next one, you got a branch by your choice or by force. Sometimes branches are given to you by wanting and also by force. As long as I get in Vignan Nirula, it's okay. Computer science is fine, ECE is fine, or something else is fine. I wanted to join in Vignan, so I got computer science, and I wanted to do computer science. So it's a combination of various things. The second important thing that you need to do is What is the purpose of your curriculum? The stream that you picked up. What is the purpose of computer science education? What is the purpose of circuit branch education? What is the purpose of mechanical education? That is the place where we need to put tremendous amount of referring to various literature available in the library and of the library to know what is the purpose of the stream that you picked up. And you can't believe there is a huge difference between computer science education and information technology education. You can't believe it. Go, there are beautiful, white papers available. How a BTech computer science graduate has to learn, and what is that an IT, information science, information technology, has to learn. And to all my teachers, some of you are looking much more younger than me, right? People call it as BTech computer science, BTech computers technology. There's a huge difference between the curriculum of these two different streams and what you are supposed to learn. So please, you also invest time, as a sincere suggestion to all the teachers, and make these youngsters understand the importance of engineering education, and the second is importance of the stream that you need to go up. The purpose, the second point. The third point, which is very, very important, is the most powerful thing in the college, is the classroom. And that is which gives you 90% of stimulation for you to become successful in life. The classroom is absolutely the most powerful thing. Most powerful thing. And the first in the classroom is the teacher. I don't know how many students learn from the classroom, but sir has mentioned to it. You learn by sharing. What exactly happens in the classroom is the teacher learns by sharing the knowledge with the students, and that too young and talented students. You can't believe, every day morning I wake up, what is my worry? Not to deliver to TCS, not to impress my boss, to be in pace with my two daughters who are going through education. My absolute challenge every day is how to beat my own daughters in the house. They walk faster than me. I do 30 minutes of gym. They do 45 minutes of gym. And their learning capability, their talking capability is absolutely, absolutely stunning. So why I said this to all of you is, teachers, these young talented students, please ensure to try all the new techniques and concepts in the classroom so that we also get more equipped than the students, and we are the best teachers in the classroom. So the classroom, take it very seriously. So further, the target is 100% attendance. I don't see any reason, even during COVID times, except unavoidable scenarios of personal loss, etc., why an youngster of 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, 19 years has to bunk the classes. So third thing is 100% attendance. I'm only talking about fundamentals because the teacher said about fundamentals. Fourth one, self-preparation for the class that you are going to attend. Self-preparation. Why the timetable is given to the students? The timetable is given to the students so that based on the timetable, for example, in TCS, we get the timetable of all the learning calendar. We call it as calendar of all the learning events happening in TCS 1 year before. For calendar year FY22, sometime in the month of December 2021, we got the calendar year for all the key learning and development activities, because you want to pick up which are very important, and you start the self-preparation from today. Maybe the session is coming in the month of March, but you use Jan and Feb and March 15th to self-prepare for that particular training program or a session. Similarly, the timetable is given to you to prepare for the classroom based on the topics and the subjects. People are talking about programming fundamentals. Before you hit the first class in the programming fundamentals, you can pick up Balaguru Swami sir textbook. He is my project coach in my MTech. Sir, I worked for Balaguru Swami sir. He was my MTech guide. And we used to say same in the hostel in PSG Coimbatore. and he guided us on digital image processing in C language. The first 7 chapters of C language program you can just put on a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you can refer to and go to the C language classroom. Then the first few classes of the teacher becomes a revision to you. So guys, the 4th fundamental stuff that I would like to tell you is every class that you go through, it should become a revision to you rather than a new topic to you. Prepare for the classroom based on the timetable. Initially, you might find it very difficult to self-prepare it, but I am telling you, 80% of our learning, our knowledge and intelligence and the habits and the culture comes from self-learning. So initially, you might find it very difficult, but once you start getting the habit of self-learning, right, you will be a master in that. So do that very, very important, preparing for the classroom. And the last one, I'm not going to give a big lecture. The last one. Actual joy of engineering education is not just by learning, is by solving. The purpose of engineering education is to learn and solve as many problems as possible. And that is the beauty of engineering education. So, girls, problem solving must become a hobby as part of your engineering education. Normally, when we pick up CVs in the market, right, there are hobbies column, right? And you see singing, you see dancing, you see writing, and I have seen some of the, people talking about eating and cooking in the hobbies. But I would like to tell you, and every engineering student must put problem solving as a hobby in the resume, and that is the purpose of engineering education, and that is exactly what we do in our life. What is the life experience of Rataya sir? Looking at every problem, picking up opportunities from the problem, and solving the problem, and grab those opportunities with success. Absolutely simple. What Steve Jobs have done, identifying the problem statement and going after the problem statement and solving it by solution, you can make a fortune out of it. That fortune can be assets, that fortune can be knowledge, that fortune can be respect, or that fortune can be, today, Steve Jobs, we remember every day. And that is what is the 5 little things you need to do in engineering education. And if you do these 5 little things every day, you get the joy of learning. And that is the beauty that you need to go through in engineering education. Joy of learning will come from problem solving in the engineering education. Take your projects very, very seriously. After 25 years of experience in the industry of TCS and the IT industry, today I remembered what Balaguru Swami sir taught me in my digital image processing in C programming in my MTech. Why I refer to it? For example, I worked for Bell Labs. I worked for AT&T through TCS. I worked for Teleglobe. I worked for Avaya. I worked for Lucent Technologies. So many customers I worked for. So many problem statements I solved. But why I refer to the first project, that is my first deliverable, where I can stand up and proudly say, I delivered something in my life by solving a simple problem in image compression and decompression in image processing subject using C language. The first pointer you define, the first program you execute, the first input and output you see on the screen, you will never ever forget in your lifetime. Girls, go after it. And that is the beauty of engineering education. So I spoke about joy of learning. The second one is joy of sharing. I'm absolutely copying from my teacher. I'm not giving any more, extra information, but I'm putting a different color to it, that's all. A different language to it. The joy of sharing. The joy of sharing happens by sharing information. The joy of sharing happens by sharing assets. For you as a student, the assets are your textbooks, assets are your notes that you go through, sometimes petty cash of 10 rupees, 5 rupees, I borrowed, and that is a beautiful friendship, right? In the hostel room, we borrow and we gift, we share. and we get the money order. Not one person, all the 10 people gets excited, right? These are all small sharing things that you go through, right? That you go to. So you share your assets, you share your information, and the third one is you share your knowledge. These are only the three things that you share, especially while you are at this age. And as a person, if that becomes a friendship, sometimes you share your joy, your happiness, your sorrow, and your sadness. That's a different story. Let's not worry about it. I'm talking about joy of sharing with respect to the context of engineering students. Share as much of information as possible. Share as much of knowledge as possible. What happens? You start building communication skills, and that is the beauty of speaking to others, sharing information and knowledge. What happens is you become a good communicator. You start picking the competencies of a good communicator. When I talk to people, what happens? I mature in the way I use my language, I mature in the way I speak to people, and I speak to multiple people. I become a better communicator. And that is the beauty of learning and sharing. What happened to me? Am I a good English speaker at some point of time in my life? Absolutely no. But first time when we went to California and sat with 4 people who are not from the state of Andhra Pradesh, I still remember Sadananda, Bangalore was my first, flight mate. 27 hours of flight to California via New York. 27 hours. Okay? I'm staying with an individual and what to speak and what not to speak. Right? And there we started becoming a good communicator. I don't think I have anybody, including my father, where I got a time to spend 27 hours, okay, in a given transaction. And that is the time communication started picking up. And that is the beauty. And he is non-speaking Telugu. So we started talking, forcefully we started talking in Kannada. I can't speak. So what is the best language? Is English. One more example I will tell you. I went to my master's computer science in PAG College of Technology. There is a person, professor by name Shivananda sir, head of computer science, bachelor. He passed away recently as a bachelor. A phenomenal teacher. So he called all our those days MTech means 98% students from Andhra Pradesh, especially Guntur, Vijayawada, Prakasam district, blah 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 blah. So the entire batch goes into the train and gets into, if you don't get in IIT Madras, the next college is PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. So he called us and said, you guys are extremely good in technology, extremely good in your project work, extremely good in engineering, education. But none of you will become successful engineers because you lack in communication. You know what he said? I teach 7 subjects in BSc College, BSc College of Arts and Sciences. So he used to teach 7 subjects for BSc. So he called me and he gave me 2 subjects. 3 years is what he goes through, and I did for 1.5 years, 18 months. Those days, MTech is 18 months. I taught in BSc computer science students for 1.5 years. And that is the time I made my first speech in front of 50 people in my life. So what happens is, actually I went to the classroom and started sharing what I know. But what came as a return is your communication skills. Girls, for you, CSE is computer science engineering. For me, CSE is very simple. C stands for Chinese Mandarin, S stands for Spanish, and E stands for English. 96% of the world's population will understand one of the following 3 languages in next 10 years. Whether you want to get it up or don't want to get it up. First, getting that English language into our hands. Then you become a good communicator. What exactly is the communication? First is verbal communication, you become a communicator. Then you become a good articulator. And the third one is the storyteller. And that is the level of communication you need to achieve, where you end up in giving all stories for any given transaction that you go through. Not the kind of stories what you tell your professor and the mom and dad, actual stories, okay, what we go through. So that is what is the joy of sharing. The joy of sharing is your happiness when you become a good communicator. And joy of learning is the happiness that you go through when you solve problems. Every program you execute with zero error should become a kind of kick for you in the C language, C++ language. Today, unfortunately, fortunately, when I go to engineering colleges, right, C language is a combination of 20 programs, that's all. And the same 20 questions comes in the final exam. I don't know why we call it as final examination. You go through the final examination, they put that problem statement, you pick up, you get the same program of 20 and you execute and you become that you are equivalent to C jobs. Unfortunately, fortunately, right? So joy of learning is by problem solving, because problem solving gives you the knowledge and that is the kick you get it. In the joy of sharing, the kick you get is you become a better communicator. That is the second thing. And sir mentioned about contributions, etc., etc. I'll call it as joy of living. So I spoke about joy of learning, joy of sharing, and the third one what I'm talking to you guys is joy of living, which is joy of life. Right? What is joy of living? Absolutely simple. Your social currency, how you build relationships, how you build friendships, how you respect elders, and what kind of commitment you show back to the elder community that you have, your teachers, your parents, and more importantly, what contribution you make while you are moving up the value chain. So once you get into the success, right, years after years, while you are become successful, always ask this question: what is the contribution I am making to the community I belong to? What is the contribution I am doing to the system I belong to? And what is the contribution I am making to the society at large that I belong to? Paying taxes is a big contribution. Going and voting absolutely on the day without any biases is the best citizenship that you can exhibit, a contribution towards society. Going and helping the academic institutions, not by money. I am sure Attaya sir will never ask for any kind of funds. He says, come back once in 5 years, bring your learnings back to the college and help next generation to become more successful than you, is what is the contribution he would expect from each one of you for the next 40 years or 50 years of their existence, right? And these are the things, simple things that we need to do to always get the joy of contribution, joy of giving back to the society, community and people that we belong to. And that is what the kick that you get is satisfaction, that inner happiness that yes, I did something to the society I belong to. And that is what is the kick that you get in joy of what is that, living. So if you look at all these three, engineering education makes you a problem solver, right? Joy of sharing makes you a good communicator, and joy of living makes you a happy man or a happy individual. More importantly, it makes you a good friend for many people. They remember your good work for many years. All these three put together is absolutely the joy of life. Today, I still remember back in 1980s when sir used to come in his Fiat car. I still remember 7 Series. Everybody used to shout because we never seen any cars in our young days, right? We never seen cars except that Ambassador. Only once in a lifetime, if your father is capable of taking a rental taxi, then you get into there. Okay? And half of the time your experience is breakdown only. My father used to take me to Tirumala Darshan at least once in 2 years by Ambassador car. Oh, it is a great, story of breakdown. Again you do it, breakdown, again you do it. So we have never seen cars in our life. So the first joy that we used to see is once this car gets into the school or the college, lot of joy. Because that is which connects with sir. After a couple of years, the way he used to maintain the hostel and the mess facility, right? That is to connect to sir very, very closely. The kind of food, the kind of attention we used to get, because he had the vision of keeping people physically fit and further the best nutritious food. I don't know whether boss remembers, we used to have one hostel mess Those days, I'm talking about 1980s. Today, hospitals are talking about nutritious food. He thought about nutritious food in 1980s, even before the doctors in the hospital. I think Vijay Lakshmi or somebody used to come, and she used to work as the hostel warden for us, and her job is to get the best nutritious food. Why I'm saying that is, over a period of time, we connected with him very nicely because we started understanding what education can give us by looking at the results outside, by looking at the students outside, by looking at the seniors outside. So in totally, the first one is his success connect us using the car. Then his own interest towards our physical fitness, what is it, gave us that emotional, what is it, context. And the third one, what gave us the context is, with his education, what we can achieve is what we felt over a period of time. And that is the reason even today, the entire life will be thankful to him. I mentioned to you, right? He has shown the respect of the success, and we connected over a period of time, like our parents, he took care of us, our physical fitness, and the third one is the success that you get out of education. So with all these things, some teachers are here. Don't worry, I'm not going to speak much more time. Before what is it, I end for all the girls. Happy New Year wishes, belated Happy New Year wishes, and Happy Pongal wishes to all of you and your family members and loved ones. I'll ask you to remember only 3 statements of mine. Number 1, wherever you go, your safety is important. Give utmost importance to your safety and security, especially because of the pandemic scenario that we are going through. The best thing that I learned in my life in the last 1.5 years is what I learned with 48 years of my existence in my life. Trust me. I'll give you a couple of examples. In Bangalore, I'm very lucky in Bangalore. I joined TCS Bangalore when the Bangalore is 400 people. Mine is 436 or 437 employee ID back in 1997. And at that time, IT industry is all 3,000 people, 4,000 people, that's all. Maximum Bangalore, when I started in 1997, only couple of thousands of people. Infosys, hundreds, and Tata Advanced, Sciences, etc., etc. And then we used to have CMC, around 300, 400 people. All put together, I think few thousands of people. From there I have grown. So people recognize me. With the sheer importance given to us because we are old timers, okay? Grey hair, no hair, people get remembered in life, right? So during that way we have grown. So suddenly during COVID time, one lady from Chittoor called me. Her name is Padmaja. She is a teacher. She called me Chittoor at 11:45 in the night. 11:45 in the night. Normally, any call after 10 o'clock, absolutely 100%. There is a quote in TCS, chat speaks calls after 10 o'clock. Any call that comes, even crap also I'll pick up. You don't know somebody is trying to reach you during night time. So 11:45 I woke up, I picked up, and she said, sir, there is a person by name Shekhar who works for you in Bangalore in BPO IS. So I need a bed with oxygen facility in Bangalore. 11:45. She said, wife is pregnant, she cannot roam around, and both are a simple family in Bangalore. Few relatives are in Chittoor, and of course the border of Tamil Nadu. And she said, we don't have any idea about Bangalore, but we must get a medical care for him because the doctor said red alarm. 11:45. I'm very grateful to my wife, let me tell you. I called all the doctors. None of them are picking my calls because they're already done with many calls during the high peak of COVID. So 12:15, me and my wife picked up the car and we started roaming the hospitals in Whitefield. I went to 26 hospitals. I'm not exaggerating, guys. I become so emotional. In all the 26 hospitals, we see a group of people waiting for admission into the medical facility, into ICU especially. You know what is their thinking at that point of time? They are praying God to end some life so that they can get into ICU. I went through in 26 hospitals till morning 6 o'clock in the morning, roaming every hospital because I have friends and none of them are able to give what is that, admissions into the hospital. But I don't know why I did it. Till morning 6 o'clock, roaming in all the 26 hospitals. Every hospital has 30-40 people praying God that somebody has to expire in the ICU so that they can get the admission into the ICU. And that is the kind of conditions we went through. And on that day, I remembered, people will remember you only by the good things that you do in life. I want to help that guy. I'm a general manager for Bangalore. Called everybody, absolutely nothing. Finally, in Vaidehi Institute of Medical Sciences, the security guard daughter, was getting coached by TCS, Tata Affirmative Action. That security guard helped us to get admission into the hospital for that guy. That is the beauty. Why I said this example to you is, daughter we are taking care of her by Tata Affirmative Action Program, which is combination of socially backward people. We train them, and that girl is part of that session. So we connected with him, and the security guard got us an admission into the hospital. Unfortunately, fortunately, 48 years, he is no more. But that lady calls me every month and wishes me. Sir, you are there on that day, going around the hospitals. And she forgot even the death also. Wife also, I got a job in TCS. I got her a job in TCS. She's working in TCS today. A beautiful thing that we have done. Right? They all, over a period of time, they have to forget the combination of life. The purpose of life is to forget what happened in the past. Not the failures, but what happened in the past. So today, every month, she remembers to call me to thank me for what I did during that night time. And that is the beauty that I learned, that what is the actual purpose of life is to stand in the tough times towards the people. Then next day, my sister called me. She's in Hyderabad. She said, people call me as Srinu in my house. Srinu, very dangerous. Why dad is going to hospital? He's not listening to me. Please ask him to stop going to the hospital. Why he has to do at the age of 75, 76? I said to my father, I'm very proud to tell you this. I said to my father, don't leave any patient who comes during COVID time. In fact, you should work 2 more hours more to ensure that every patient gets the medical attention, irrespective of what happens to you. Because I learned on that day what is the purpose of the medical treatment just in front of me. Hundreds of people waiting somebody to die. We never think like that in our life, but COVID made us to think. So guys, with all these scenarios, what is happening? Safety and security is very, very important to you. Please take care of it. Number 2, never ever disrespect the elders that we have. We don't know, but today our life is made of these elders. Your parents, your teachers, your social peers who are there, who encouraged you, patted your back, are so important in your life. Never ever show. Forget them. It's okay. But don't show disrespect to them. And that is what is my sincere suggestion. And the third one, I'm stopping here. Never ever lose the character, what you are known for. Because once you lose it, there is nothing to lose in your life. Friendships are lost over a period of time. Spouses are lost over a period of time. Parents are lost over a period of time. Am I safe tomorrow? Absolutely no. Am I secure tomorrow? Absolutely no. But what I can secure myself is my discipline, my character. Never ever have a dent on your character. Forget everything what Rataya sir said, what I said. But remember these 3 statements of your safety, your elders, and the third one is your character. Right? And to the teachers, let me take 1 minute and I'll close it. I read a book. It's my very inspiring book. Unposted Letters. I don't know how many of you people read that book. Unposted Letters. So a person writes a book. I was not able to write, so they became unposted as a letter. Now I am putting it in this book. Very beautiful book, small book. So in that, he speaks about the role of teachers and elders in the society for the younger generation. I am trying to live by those words. It's a great inspiring, paragraph that I always remember. Almost last 8 years, 9 years, I'm remembering it. He says, for these youngsters, we as elders, we are like Quran. We are like Quran. What is Quran known for? Ferocious reading. You blindly trust it and you go after Quran ferociously. Very nice words he captured. Ferociously you read Quran. So he says, the youngsters, including our kids in the house, read us every day ferociously like a Quran. So they read us every day. Be thoughtful and be watchful. Second thing is, he says these youngsters experience us every day as a Bible. Experiences as a Bible. What is Bible? What is Christ said? Christ said, these are all my experiences that I am putting together as form of the Bible. That life experiences, right? So they look at our experiences so that they also follow those experiences. So they experience us every day as a Bible. And then the third statement he says, these youngsters, these kids, refer, underline the word refer. First one is reading, second one is experiencing, third one is referring. So he says, they refer to us as Vedas, your Rig Veda, Sama Veda, etc., etc. What is that we normally talk about Vedas? For every problem, there is some reference in Vedas. So you refer to a textbook, you refer to IEEE magazine, you refer to the previous records, right? So they refer to you as Vedas. And this one is something what I learnt it from this book and I'm living by it. He says, these kids, as youngsters, they follow the dharma, what you follow as an elder. That's what Bhagavad Gita said, right? You follow the dharma. What dharma I follow, my kids follow me. If I take care of my father, my kids will take care of at least X% of that when I become older. When I go and help people who are in suffering, tomorrow my kids will learn the dharma of helping somebody. If I don't throw the paper, don't throw papers as elder and teach these people Swachh Bharat, right? If you don't throw the paper on the streets, your kids also may not throw the papers on the road. So what he says is, you follow the right dharma, your kids also will be on the right dharma. My sincere submission to all the teachers is, if we as elders are in the right dharma, I don't think Rataya sir has to come to this college ever, except coming and inspiring us. Because automatically the kids follow the dharma, what we follow as role models. With this, congratulations for getting into, and I'm sure the 1916 example, what I said, I'm sure this college also at some point of time becomes all-women university, where all of you, including me, will be very proud of what Rataya sir has done as a legacy, as a legend in this field of academia. All the best. My lovely wishes to all of you. Please keep safe and secure and take care of your society and your families. Thank you.